Sam,
you know when people say
but
trust your gut
yeah,
because and your gut is connected to your brain.
yeah,
I think there's something to that where I think there's something that our subconscious recognizes like that typo
yeah,
or something like the sense that I know that that copy is not going to work or
yeah,
like that that third sense, that third eye or whatever that sense. I think is our subconscious is smarter than our logical brain.
yeah. I think
So
so.
that we can't break down reason why, but so that feels like a scam. I can't exactly pinpoint why,
It's just the
but
energy, the vibe
yeah,
of how it's
and
written and how
it's
it's.
because here's a good example, right? Uh, when the first iPhone came out, like it was like $1,000, the first version of iPhone, and they didn't even have deals with like AT&T yet. Like, I mean, you have to get AT&T, but you have to pay the full contract for AT&T, and you have to pay the full price for the phone too. Okay, so if you want a iPhone, it's $1,000. But there was this guy on the subway who came to me, and he gave me an iPhone. He's like he was selling an iPhone, and it was like shrink wrapped. It was like heavy. It looked just like a brand new iPhone, like the box and
Mm.
everything. But he said it was $50, right? Like something like my gut told me that it's a scam, right?
Right.
Maybe if he said it's like $800,
Yeah.
maybe I would. But I feel like our subconscious mind knows certain things. It pays attention to those details and can tell a scam apart or tell this is fake or there's a typo there for some reason, like something like that.
Sometimes I wonder if that's a blessing or if that's a curse, right? To like see right through something that is trying to sell you a genuine iPhone, but it's so, or you read that copy
I
and
think
it's,
the reason why I think the reason why you do that is probably because like you practice meditation, and it's because the reason why most people don't have gut feelings,
mm,
because here's the thing, right? I've worked with a lot of people who work in like who are like mediums or
yeah,
intuitives and things like that, and they coach other people how to be more intuitive and stuff like
mm,
that.
mm,
And a lot of people are like, oh, I have no idea. Like right now, I feel like the housing price is going down. Like I don't know if I should buy right now or I should wait. Like I don't know. They both seem like good. Like what is your? And then they're like, what does your gut tell you? Like I don't know. My gut doesn't tell me anything. Like they're both 50-50. Like a lot of people. The reason why people they don't know what their gut tells them is because in the modern world we're 24/7 living in our head and we're not living in our body. So therefore, if you ask a question like, okay, should I take this job or should I just quit my
yeah,
job and start a business? Like, I don't know. I don't know what my gut tells me. The reason why is because you're constantly living in your head. So just I guarantee you, if you just detach, go in the mountain where there's no Wi-Fi,
yeah,
spend a week there, and you come back, you'll be crystal clear what your gut tells you. I
yeah. It's when
guarantee you.
you're trying really hard that it doesn't come. But
Yeah,
if you give yourself space and
yeah,
like just quiet the mind a little bit and enjoy
yeah.
other things, all of a sudden something comes. And
But
that's
that's why you probably have that.
to learn to
That
listen, yeah, and to
yeah,
tune into that, to tap into your,
yeah. So it's a
yeah,
blessing.
that's, well, that's actually what I try to do in all of my branding and design. Like when I try to like not so much contrive something or like pull a message out of my client, but I'm really trying to actually quiet all that
Yeah,
noise.
you're the real.
Yeah, I try to quiet the noise,
you're,
just let the real
you're
like,
the real Rick Rubin,
yeah, oh, I
because
love
that's
Rick Rubin.
exactly what Rick Rubin does, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I said I'm the Rick Rubin of web design, but I'm not really
yeah.
because I think
Maybe
what
you
I
are,
am,
but
I think what I am is like I'm the music journalist that takes Rick Rubin's work and then I make sense out of it to a
mm,
point where maybe Rick Rubin didn't even understand or something like that, right? Because I think the beauty of Rick Rubin is he zero judgment, right? Like he really knows how to pull that person out of them, right? And the way he does it is by really being present and really listening to them
mm.
and not trying to overthink it and things like that. But that's not the way I do it. So what that is actually a blessing. What you just said is actually like pretty profound because there's two things, right? it's kind of like what I said about what Rick Rubin said about like that Red Hot Chili Pepper song. Like sometimes like this thing comes out of you and you don't even know what it is until 10 years later or something like that, right? So what you're really doing is by being present and by really listening, by turning off your brains. Like every other branding strategists are coming in there going like they're all dressed up, like
Yeah, they
they're
got the whole
hipster
questionnaire, you
with
know.
their Starbucks, right? with their hipster like iPads and blah, blah,
Oh
blah.
yeah.
And then he was like, okay, fill this out and blah, blah, blah. Like they're all in their head trying to
All the
while they're
same
doing
questions. They
yeah,
all ask the same questions, about
exactly.
the competition and all like
So
that cookie
so
cutter.
those are the kids that are on their phone all day, like never living in their body.
Mm.
They're just living in their head all day, every day. That they can be sitting in front of the client, and the client is giving off all of this energy, and the client is giving you everything what their brain is all about, but nothing is registering.
No, because they're trying to control the process by
Exactly,
finding the
exactly,
answers to their questions, putting everything
exactly.
in boxes so that they
Yeah.
have the building blocks to build that thing that they have in their mind.